Facebook. An NCAA champion.
She's a national champion.
WNBA All-Star.
And slam dunk queen.
Slam dunk queen. One of the first to slam. One of the first females that probably in the top 3 or 4 that had ever dunked in a game.
And she dunked in my summer league.
And you're okay. And
I thought they was gonna kill her.
I think she's in the top 5 and 10 in probably every stat in girls basketball down at Big Red. But yet and still, to some extent, no acknowledgement.
They should name the gym after her. And if they make a statue of her, please make it 6'8". Her, don't make it an inch. How can you make a statue shorter than the person? I think she's 6'7" or 6'6", right? And she's gorgeous, right? And she got swag. I love her. She treats me as Mr. Zimmerman. I'm like, man, I know I'm old. One time I saw her at the airport, right? And I said, who's this? I'm sitting back like this and waiting for my flight. And this lady's walking toward me. She said, Billy Jam, but you don't know me. And I'll say, hey. I mean, I think you're something special. But let's say this. Michael Jordan is a national champion.
Yes.
How many national champions we got in Ohio the Ohio Valley? Or Big Red guy? Or who's a national champion?
Sylvia for one.
Help me out.
Oh no, they lost. I was going to say C.J. Goodwin, but they lost. He played for Atlanta when they went to the Super Bowl.
Okay, he lost. So I'm just saying, give me a national champion. She should be up for the men's coaching job. I didn't say she should get it.
Yeah.
But if it ever come open, because Haney's a great guy. I love him. But if Sylvia is not considered,
I love that when we love to qualify certain things. They never qualify us, but we love to qualify them. Like, because you said Sylvia Crawley should be the head coach.
That's right.
I didn't think because you said that Mike Haney was a bad guy.
No.
But you had to qualify that. You know what I mean?
Qualify.
It's
because people will take it wrong.
It ain't that fun. No, they take it wrong because they want to take it. They want to have a reason.
He loved the kids.
To say something. Because they don't have a reason to say that Sylvia shouldn't be.
I'll tell you what.
But if they can make it be, turn the, what do you call it? Change the subject.
Yeah.
And make it be about you not liking Haney or trying to take something away from Haney, then all of a sudden that's the conversation. It just comes to me all the time. I hear that all the time.
Well, I would say,
but you're exactly right. She should be whatever she wants to be.
And when she came
to say,
here,
hey, can you take over our program? Matter of fact, be the AD.
When she ran the
she
program,
could be the AD.
She could be the AD. When she ran the by the way, too, I think Steubenville Big Red's athletic director is going to retire this year, so that position will be open, Sylvia. Anyway,
okay. Again, and
she renting the gym. They gave her. There's no protocol for this. The board, everything Sylvia did, she paid for. First rate. You know what I mean? And she brought back everybody but Michael Jordan. And I'm not dogging the other guys for not giving back because they weren't let. But Sylvia forced herself.
You said she brought back who?
She brought everybody but Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay. I thought you said she brought back Michael Jordan.
Dunk contest. She had the one boy with boots on. What's the
Stackhouse?
Stackhouse. And the other boy was there from Ohio State, that went to Toronto. Winston's.
Yeah.
What's the little girl, the point guard?
From
Staley,
where?
Dawn Staley.
Oh, Dawn Staley?
All of them was there. Yeah. So she brought back something here with presents, but they didn't see all the church events she gave. God was always first. And
so let me say this.
She just
we talked about she should have the gym named after her.
Yeah.
You said about the statue, make sure it's 6'8".
Yeah.
And I assume
if it's shorter than her, I can't.
I assume one of the things you're referring to is one of the statues that is there. A lot of people were surprised at how small it was.
Yeah. I'm taller than that one.
But yes. Still, shout out to those who were instrumental in getting the acknowledgement to at least have one. But ahead of time, so if that wasn't thought of ahead of time, what you're trying to put out in the atmosphere, if we support this and all of a sudden people start, that's how things happen on social media. Make sure that's part of that, so we don't have one that's so little or, But anyway, I want to say this you did this to me. We talked about we talked about another issue,
right?
And part of your explanation was if you'd have been doing what you were supposed to do, that person wouldn't be there to be criticized.
That's right.
Or disrespected.
Men, that's right.
And so you was naming men. Now you said me, but you meant men as a whole. Yeah. You was giving an example. Yeah. Then I'm gonna throw it back at you. Okay. If we want her to have statue bad enough, we can make it happen.
We could do that.
All it takes is consensus.
Right,
all it takes is hard work. All it takes is whatever they did in that committee to get Calvin Jones's statue. We could get that. But we want to talk. We don't want to do nothing.
Right. Right now, set up the meeting.
In the old
and we go pull some favors.
Get statue of Sylvia. And or
key to the city.
And or
she already got that, I think.
And or basketball court named after her.
Yeah. Just the court.
And or
$10,000
scholarship given to a girl per year.
Doubt.
So $40,000 altogether scholarship to go to school to play basketball.
No doubt.
All of that. Yeah. She has earned, she has performed and succeeded in a manner. She has held herself in a certain in a certain way that garners her name being on something. She has a career now of still helping youth and girls as she teaches as an educator at North Carolina and coaching.
She's earned the right to sit at any table.
She's been overseas and played in the WNBA, a record-setting league with women. So my point though is that the qualifications there, the reasoning there, you just got to have the will there. And we may have it, we may not have it, but my point is that as we complain about the 5 things that's wrong, let's add us to that list.
Right.
Because some of the things that's wrong, we could scratch some of those things off by us just coming together and having a will to do something. So shout out to Sylvia.
I think you doing that. Yeah.
Shout out to Sylvia, who would be one of those shining lights in our black experience here locally in state.
And her dad was a quiet lion.
Her dad was a quiet lion. Okay.
Miss Crawley can do whatever she wants in this town.
Yeah.
And she might get mad at me, but I think the line behind him is Mr. Crawley.
Okay.
He don't play.
Good deal.
He loved them, and he said he might be gentle, but I'm scared of Mr. Crawley. So you can say what you want. You know what I mean? He came to my leagues before I ran him. Here's a schedule, because she played in the summer league.
Oh, is that right?
And it's another nice story. So she comes, and I said, hey, it was all good. I said, okay, sure. I signed her right up. So then they were warming up. She did a runaway dunk. I said, hey, if you dunk on these old guys, they'll kill you.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You know, I just thought, I said, hey, I said, Sylvia, you can't play with these guys. Why? I said, they'll kill you. Because you're
dogging them.
Yeah.
They can get physical.
You can't come out here and beat these men like that, right? No, she tells me.
What?
Well, you can let, I just want to get a workout in. I said, fine. I said, she's the Bennett girl.
Yeah, Tawana. Yes.
And she's one of the best I ever seen.
Is that right? Yeah.
But anyway, that's
was good.
I said, hey, and Miss Crawley and them showed up, and they said, well, when is Bennett playing? And I looked at her, I said, I ain't letting her play. Then I saw her play, and I told her, you can take my place. She was better than me.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another story.
That's another story. And again, I just wanted to, I'm glad you brought that name up. You had brought her up to me before about the shout out that we should have and one of the lights that we've had along with Mr. Jeter and Mr. Iko and Miss Sheila Hendricks, Miss Maddie Callbreath, and all the ones, all the
Burns Callbreath. I'm just saying,
Miss Maddie Burns Callbreath,
because that big respect for that.
Oh yes, and many more that you mentioned with Mr. Jeter and Sylvia and them guys. But so I want to appreciate. I want to say thank you for your walk back and your description of what we can look back on as it relates to the Black experience in Steubenville, and as always, I talk with Brother Reverend Jet. He also was on one of the interviews with me, and Reverend Jet, and
that cloth changes things.
It changes things, and he had
working with kids change things.
He talked about being very optimistic for our youth. I talked with Brother Royal Mayo, and we're going to have a couple more parts with him. That's going to be a long, probably about 4 or 5 part interview. But he had expressed some of the things that has happened in our childhood. We went to school together and talked about some of the politics that played in us, meaning us, some of the Black youth that didn't get to succeed in the way they succeed because of politics and other things that happens to you, that ultimately ends up being part of the oppression, the discrimination, the racism that happens, and that is always not able to pinpoint it as that such. In other words, there's a lot of nepotism.
Very much.
But nepotism can only happen with people who are in power. But if the only way they get in power, or if they're the only ones in power, why is that? That's because of the racism. There is no structure that black people have a hold of. You talked about the CRC being black ran.
But the show.
So what happened is, I'm sure there was a lot of kids got kicked out the CRC.
I was one of them.
And so,
that's what made me love it.
And I'm sure none of the thoughts that your mom had was that you got kicked out because of your race.
Right. Well, hey, don't let
the
me
reason why she didn't think that was.
But let me tell you, I got kicked out of the CRC and begged to come back in. Miss Maddie. But my point is, it was open 5-6 days a week. On Sunday, we'd all break in and play basketball.
Oh, just break in.
And they would come up, and Mr. Cecil and Miss Maddie would come in and throw us out.
Yeah.
But I want to say there is a positive. You know, I try to cheat
myself. For sure.
There is a core to show you. Like I said, we can reach all the kids in this area. I would never lie and say we could change everything. But between Weirton and Steubenville, we can reach every minority, black kid, African American, whatever you want to call them. We can reach them. And to show you that a core of things work. And I'm going to congratulate a lot of guys. I'm going to show you the Steubenville Merchants.
Yes.
What I want to say about them is, if you look at, I'm going to say Jimmy Mack, Jenkins, I used to worry. I said, these guys, all they care about is playing baseball. But if you look at that core, you name the guys, they all got jobs. So if that shows you 15 guys, and y'all call I call my young group, I'm actually 15 years older than y'all on the average. I went on a vacation with Maynard one time. I had to go lay down. I couldn't keep up. My wife said, hey, they was running around, him and his wife running. I said, we ain't going on vacation with them ever again. We went to Cancun, right? We had a ball. But I said, man, hey, man, my wife, we had to go take naps to keep up with them.
You need to go with me next time, because I'm a nap taker.
Maynard, Kevin Terry, you
I know you're talking about.
you name
Jim
all
Mack,
guys,
Jason, Garrett.
all got jobs.
Sean Fletcher.
Name that core.
Chico.
Billy Ross, Mike All.
Billy Ross,
Feaster,
Mike Ross,
just say
Feaster.
all him, the Feaster worked all his life.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say this about people. Some guys are better
Curtis
than
Herring.
Niles all
Herring.
got jobs.
Yeah, I know what you're
so
saying.
if you can get a core of guys like that, and Chico was a good job. Ron, professional. There's nobody in that group.
Right.
So if you emulate that next group, right? Let's just say it could be done. I can't say we can fix unemployment all over the world, but here, and I hold Reno accountable for that though too. Some of those things, because he has a hold on the guys. He can tell guys he can get jobs. I don't care about state championships. He can get
100%, 100%,
and he can finish with these kids.
100%.
Because if he shows up somewhere, they'll hire him.
100%.
Just like he can put them on the
what
field.
You just said,
he can put them in a job.
This is how I feel about that. 100%. I think you're 100% right.
MLK,
but you know what it takes, and it takes this for one reason only.
I'm not blaming him. I mean, we should approach him.
I'll blame him, but my point is I can only blame him for so much, because my only point is we're talking.
I want to work with him.
We're talking here about the black community,
right?
And
he's
my point is you already said what we can do.
Yeah.
My point is that he could do a lot.
He could do it.
The reason
powerful man.
I can blame him, but I won't blame him, because I would blame him if
we approach him and he don't.
If we approach him and he don't.
I like that.
And the problem is, it reminds me of Barack Obama. Barack Obama, to me, did absolutely nothing for the black community.
Right. Okay.
But
we're going to disagree here.
But what did the black community charge him to do?
I don't want to talk about
that he said he would do and he didn't.
I love all. No, I don't love it. But I don't want to give whatever you do. Don't give Trump no time. I don't respect that.
You
but I like what
he's
doing. Okay, we won't.
I was just talking about. My point is about Reno.
Don't you got a little note somewhere?
Yeah.
Don't mention Trump.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Who's that?
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, the reason I say that about Reno is that we don't charge people. We don't. The reason why it's a good thing.
So if we don't charge you, we can't say that until we do, right?
Exactly. Now, what I'm saying
I think he'll go for it.
Let me say this, Billy.
You got to.
If you go around town talking how much you love the kids, how much you love the kids, how much you love the kids, and nobody's ever asked you to love the kids, then I can't blame you if somebody says, I don't think you love the kids, and they show me that you didn't. Right. But if you went around talking about it, then I can charge you because you're talking about it. My point about Reno is this. I'm not going to say what I've ever heard Reno say, but it's possible he could be in certain areas talking about how much he's helped black kids. He could be saying that. I don't know he is.
Right. Yeah.
So my point is, if he's saying that, then yes, he's responsible for his words.
Right.
If he's never said that, and nobody's never asked him to do what you're saying he could do, and what I'm saying he could do, then you can't blame him. You got to blame the people who should be asking him.
That's right.
Who should be demanding from him? Who should be asking? And this is the just when you said I'd love to work with him, that everything you said positive, because you said you wanted to speak positive anyway.
That's right. That's a good point. Yeah.
My problem is what I found out is Big Red football is something, just like you said about the Tigers, something you want to be a part of.
That's right.
What's going to, if you, let's take Maynard. I can use Maynard because brother of mine, brother of yours.
Right.
I don't know that Maynard want to go down there and challenge Reno to do something for black people. Because I don't think he wants Reno to say no. Because now, how does he have to feel about Reno now?
I don't feel I should approach him that way. I don't want to get away with none of our expertise, right? But our presence going down there reflects who's going to get the help. We go down there and hey, we need your help with this kids here. Exactly. So now they become whatever the kids are. That's after the fact. They should be with our presence. Majority of them should be black.
Well, that's all we're talking about. Well, that's what we're talking about.
There you go. But when I approach him for help, let's don't ask him. I mean, hey, we need help with this situation, and then our presence brings what goes in front of him. Meaning black kids.
Meaning black. Well, no, I would just say that.
Yeah.
I would just say that. Black kids need this, black kids need that. The only reason I'm coming and saying this, the only reason we're saying this is because of what statistics say, which are facts.
Right. Facts.
Black youth don't graduate. Black youth don't get the opportunity to be enrolled in school. We're not doing this, not doing that.
You know what I don't like? I'm going to say about this too.
So my only point is that the help that he would be giving us would not be a criticism of him. It would be I thinking something that we would have put it to him that he would be more than happy to do.
Yeah, no doubt.
I would assume. Now I don't know who would be taking it, or what I would be saying. I would be taking him how he could help out or be a part of something that should be successful. Is that so? So my point is, again, like I said, I'm more inclined to getting us together to formulate an agenda of what is
we got to do it first.
Of what is positive and what kind of solutions and what the outcome of that would be, so that when you go ask, you can be clear on what you're trying to get.
Right.
You can be clear on how it should work. And usually what that happens when you go to, if you would go to Mel Coleman, if he was at Wintersville High School and had been there for 40 years and had state championships in basketball, and you come from Weirtonville and you want to try to get some help and get some things done, you'd be trying to use the power that he has.
My whole
it's
camp,
his
I want
power.
to say this. You said Mel Coleman. My whole camps are structured by the time he came and did one of my camps. That's exactly how I do it. Thank you, Mel Coleman.
But if we went to Mel Coleman and tried to get something, Mel Coleman doesn't have
I know what you're saying.
the juice that certain people like Reno Suckoch, who was one of the greatest coaches in Ohio history, who is the greatest coach in Steubenville history. There's some
Mel Coleman is that great to me though, but
he's that great on talent. He doesn't have the he doesn't have the resume. He doesn't have the resume. Well, what I'm saying is he don't have the resume to demand the clout that Reno can. Reno can walk in Steubenville Banks. He can walk in Steubenville Chamber of Commerce. He can walk in the school system. He can walk up in Trinity.
Well, don't walk in and just get it done. Huh?
Exactly. And the reason he has that is the power that he has accumulated. Whether he uses it, not use it, or don't know he has it, or don't know he has it. Either way, the point is, he can get consensus to get things done. But if he ain't got nothing in his mindset to have that be one of the things he's trying to get.
Too old.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's kind of like Sheriff Abdullah, and they never get too old. They just keep take a licking and keep on ticking. But again, like I said, and so the tension thing is the person that would the people who should go to him would be his past team, his past players,
right?
Because they share something, they share a fight together. Right. I don't share any fights with him together.
But did Reno go
on
to
the
Central?
Football field? Yes, he did go to Central.
Okay, I just
want
to
so
say,
then it could be some Central guys. I don't know. It'd be Kevin Terry. I don't know. He went to Central. He was a Crusader. So
you think that's why Big Red don't beat Central up? No more
anymore. Why you mean that I don't play him at all? Yeah, I think they don't play him. I know because I always would have a feeling about why they didn't beat them by more than they beat them by when they played them.
Gotta be nice to your own. Though.
Well, yeah, but let me tell you, the only
30 points is enough.
The only reason why I don't think I think it should be 50 or 60 or 70. And there's only one reason. Let me say this: there's only one reason why I think that.
Man,
well, let me tell you why I think that.
Why?
Kevin Terry.
Oh,
Because every time he got, I ain't never lost a Big Red.
that's what he said.
Yeah, because he didn't.
One time I ain't never lost a Central.
I understand that, but you know what he's saying is doesn't mean you the same. But my point is, I get tired of hearing Big Red. Kevin say that. So because he says that,
I might have
then,
lost them. I'm just saying that. I think I lost one. I ain't
You might have. But Kevin, them they never lost. That's when P-Row was playing.
Wow.
P-Row was running that ball hard. But anyway.
But that's a good topic there, man.
Good topic. Oh yeah, a lot kind of topic.
Yeah, that's a good positive one.
Good deal. So I guess what I want to do is I want to say thank you.
Okay, man.
For that 3-part
young
series.
man.
The time you've taken
Young
with us, I
man.
really appreciate it. There's a lot of things we talked about, a lot of tag words I'm going to have to put on this when I actually put it on. Again, hit that like, dislike, subscribe, and note that bell. Notify all of those things so that you know when we're going to be putting these out and that you're notified of all 3 of these videos. We'll put them out on separate days coming up towards Black History Month.
Okay.
So this is going to
all
come.
the history was from Africa.
Well, this is going to be. This is true. This is true.
Prehistory.
Black history is world history.
Okay. Yeah.
Black history is world history, but there is one month.
Yeah. I thought everything
That
in the museum
somebody
was
decided.
from Africa. Every time I went to the museum, I didn't see nothing from Omaha.
Yeah, I
didn't see nothing from Nebraska.
Hey,
but you let me know. I know you know.
Scientifically, all life came from a black woman.
You think so?
That's what they say scientifically.
Black is the beginning.
Yeah. So then we know that all history is black history.
Okay.
But in this,
pretty smart young man.
No. Somebody told me that.
Okay.
I was smart enough to copy him or listen to him. But anyway, thank you. Peace out. Love you. Get our next interview. Thank you.